Let us start the class now. In the last period, my dear students, we have studied about carbanion. Carbanion are the species that has a negative charge on carbon, and such species are known as carbanions. We have three type of carbanions, four type of carbanion, methyl carbanion, primary carbanion, secondary carbanion, and tertiary carbanion. My dear students, the heterolytic bond cleavage is called heteropolar bond cleavage or ionic bond cleavage also. So we can have the various names for this heterolytic bond cleavage, or for the heterolytic bond cleavage, it is also called heteropolar bond cleavage, or it is known as ionic bond cleavage. So what is an ionic reaction, or what is heteropolar reaction, or what is polar reaction? The type of organic reaction in which carbon atom is bonded to atom with more electronegativity, or carbon atom is bonded with the atom which is having the less electronegativity than carbon. So during the reaction, we get carbocation or carbanion, and such reaction is called ionic reaction or heteropolar reaction, or simply the polar reactions. Now, my dear students, we have just seen that we may have the various types of carbanions. You can have a methyl carbanion, then you have ethyl carbanion, or you can say it is primary carbanion. Then you may have CH minus with CH3 twice, that is a secondary carbanion, or you may have CH minus with CH3 thrice, that is a tertiary carbanion. Now what happens, my dear students, let me explain you once again, that when we have CH3Cl that we have studied, in that case what happens, both the electron goes to Cl and we get CH3 plus and Cl minus. But suppose if you have something which is or that is more electron withdrawing, or you can say less electron withdrawing as compared to the carbon, my dear students. So if you have CH3 in this way, so here if the heterolytic cleavage takes place, this electron goes on this and you may have CH3 plus as well as CH3 minus. Please remember that both this electron which belong to this bond, they go to this carbanion. Thus, my dear students, this carbanion has got the extra pair of electron, though it has got only 3 bond this way. Or let me show you it some other way, my dear student, that let it be this way. So here you can see this carbon and has got 3 hydrogen. And now you can see that there is a orbital which is above and under this plane, and this orbital, my dear students, has got 2 electrons filled into it. Please understand it well, my dear student, that this orbital has got 2 electrons filled into it. So this is how we represent it, my dear students. And these 2 electrons which are available, that brings negative charge on this carbanion. This is your carbanion. Same way, if you look into the carbocation, my dear students, the scene is little different. You can see that in carbocation, this carbon is bonded with 3 other hydrogen in the same plane, but it does not have its octet complete, it has sextex, and that is why, my dear students, there is an orbital above and under this plane that has got the and this orbital is completely vacant. So this orbital is vacant, and as it being a vacant orbital, there are only 6 electrons available around the carbon. And that is why there is a positive charge present on the carbon. Dear student, please mind well that there is a positive charge available here in case of the carbocation, but in case of the carbanion, my dear students, there is a negative charge available on the carbon. So carbanion has got negative charge and carbocation has got positive charge. And this is how, my dear students, we understand. Same way, my dear students, sometime what happens if you have Br2. So sometime due to heterolytic cleavage, we get Br plus and Br minus. So this is what even happens, and this is how we can. So this is how, my dear students, we can understand the formation of carbocation and carbanion. Now, if you want to write the stability order, for carbanions, my dear students, we may write it that CH3 minus is more stable than CH2 CH3 minus, my dear students. This is what it is more stable than CH3 twice CH minus, and this is what it is more stable than, CH3 thrice CH minus. So as you move from, methyl is the most stable, then primary, then secondary, and then tertiary. So stability order for carbanion is exactly opposite as compared to the stability order of carbocation. That is what we can easily remember, my dear students. So this is how I hope you can understand the stability of carbanions. Please remember, my dear students, that we have these various types of carbanions. Let us try to see how these carbanions can be formed. Suppose you have CH3 and CH3, then you will get CH3 plus and CH3 minus. But if you have CH3, CH2, CH3, and then if there is a heterolytic cleavage, so due to this particular heterolytic cleavage, my dear students, we can get the various products. So when you have this heterolytic cleavage here, what you get is you may have this CH3 plus, and then you may have CH2, CH3 minus. Same way if you have CH3, CH, CH3 and CH3. And then again, there is a heterolytic cleavage. So you may get, my dear student, that you have CH3 plus. Again, the electron goes on this, and you will get CH minus, CH3, CH3, which we represent as CH minus, CH3 twice. And same way if you have, my dear students, CH3, CC, this kind of compound. And if there is heterolytic cleavage, in that case, my dear students, we will have CH3 plus, and we may have C minus, CH3, CH3 and CH3. So please remember it is C minus CH3 thrice. Perhaps I have made a small mistake in writing it that way. It's a C minus CH3 thrice. That is how it should be represented. So this is what it is, your tertiary carbanion. This is a secondary carbanion. This is a primary carbanion, and this is what it is known as the methyl carbanion. Again, my dear students, I would like to show you the order of stability. Order of stability, my dear students, we can easily understand that in the order of stability, this methyl. Hello, dear students, can you hear me? बच्चों, आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. Actually, due to some reason, we have been losing the connectivity. That is what I am. So yes, I hope you are here. So we are studying the order of stability. Methyl carbocation is the most stable. Then we have CH2, CH3 kind of, and then my dear students, we have CH3 twice, and then we have CH3 thrice. These type of carbanion. So we can say methyl is more stable than primary. Primary is more stable than secondary, and secondary is more stable than. Hello, dear students. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is how, my dear students, we get the orders. Order for stability order for the carbanion. Methyl is the most stable, then primary carbanion, then secondary carbanion, and then tertiary carbanion, my dear students. Now we want to study about the homolytic cleavage. Let us try to study about the homolytic cleavage and what are the products. So let's move forward and study about the homolytic cleavage. Can any of you define what is homolytic cleavage? Can any of you tell me the definition of homolytic cleavage? Okay, when both the atoms present around the bond have similar electronegativity. Suppose if you have two atoms A and B, and if they have similar electronegativity, or let us say it's not A and B, but it's A and A. So both have the similar electronegativity. So what happens? The two electrons present in this bond, they go similarly. So one electron goes on the A that is on the right side, one electron goes on the A that is on the left side, and we get a species, or we can say 2 times A. These species are known as the free radicals. So now let us study about the free radicals, my dear students. So the first thing I would like to share about free radical with you is, my dear students, that free radicals are highly reactive species. Second thing is, we can obtain free radical free radicals by, heating or by using light, or by use of peroxides. So let us see, my dear students, sometime what happens if we have CS3 and CS3, and if we just heat it, we will get CS3 free radical and CS3 free radical. Or suppose if we have Cl2, my dear students, and if we use light, that is what we show it as H mu, and we get Cl free radical and Cl free radical. Sometimes what happens, my dear students, that we use the peroxides. So which are the peroxides used? Peroxides are used to obtain. Hello, dear students. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes.
Great, great. So peroxides are used to obtain the free radicals, my dear students. And these peroxides are, if we have hydrogen peroxides, H2O2, they have this OO peroxide bond. So my dear students, this bond gets broken. One electron goes on it and another on this. And then we can have 2HO free radicals. The another one, this is what it is known as the hydrogen peroxide. The another one is known as the benzoyl peroxide. Let me show you, my dear students, benzoyl peroxide. C6H5, C double bond O, bond O, bond O, C double bond O, C6H5. This is what it is known as the benzoyl peroxide. When this benzoyl peroxide is heated, my dear students, we get two free radicals of C6H5, C double bond O, and free radical. Now, my dear students, this free radical can be easily passed. So if we have this C6H5 free radical, C6H5 C double O free radical, C6H5 C double bond O free radical, that can gives us C6H5 free radical plus CO2. And my dear students, this C6H5 free radical, if it reacts with Br2, it may give us C6H5Br. It may give us C6H5Br plus Br free radical. Or suppose if we allow it to react, if we allow C6H5 free radical to react with HBr, my dear students, it will give us C6H6, that is benzene, and Br free radical. So free radical can make the other neutral compounds as a free radical. So free radical reacts with neutral species to form free radicals. So this is how, my dear students, we understand so much things about the free radicals. Now let us understand a little more about the free radicals, dear students. Let us understand again the stability order for the free radicals. Let us look at the stability order of free radicals. Stability order for free radicals. Dear students, that free radicals have stability order. Even we have the various types of free radicals. This is methyl. Then we have again the primary free radical. Then we have the secondary free radical, CH3, CH, CH3, or my dear students, we may have the tertiary free radical, CH3C, CH3, CH3. This is tertiary free radical, and you can easily identify that methyl free radical is the least stable. Primary is more stable than the methyl free radical. Secondary free radical is more stable than the primary free radical, and tertiary free radical is even more than the all these three type of free radicals, which are called the primary, secondary, and tertiary free radicals, my dear students. So, dear students, I hope you have understood this. Do you have any doubt? Okay,
sir.
so let us study one more definition, my dear students, that organic reactions which proceeds by homolytic fission. Let me write it for you, my dear students, that organic reactions which proceed by homolytic fission Dear students, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we are talking about the organic reactions. So those organic reactions which proceeds by the homolytic fission are called free radical reactions. Free radical reaction, or they are called homopolar reactions or non-polar reactions. So they may be called homopolar reactions, homopolar reactions, or they may be called non-polar reactions. So my dear students, we have studied about the two type of organic reactions, or we have studied about the bond fission. This bond fission, what we have studied, was of two types. One was homolytic, another was heterolytic. This homolytic is also known as homopolar or non-polar reactions, and heterolytic cleavage is known as the ionic or heteropolar. Heterolytic bond fission is known as ionic or heteropolar or sometimes it is simply known as the polar bond fission. Please remember, my dear students, that due to heterolytic cleavage, we get ions, which may be, and due to homolytic cleavage, we will get free radicals. And these ions, my dear students, they may be the carb anion or carbocation. Please remember that this carbocation is also known as carbonium ion. Carbocation is also known as carbonium ion. Is it understood, my dear student? हेलो बच्चों, क्या आपको ये सब सुनाई दे रहा है?
Yes, sir.
आपको कुछ पूछना है? Is there anything which you would like to ask? This is what we have studied. Do you have any doubt? Okay. Then let us finish the class for a while and you please rejoin. Okay. Let me end the class now and you please rejoin.